All right. Do not disturb on? Check. Crazies on the mic? Check. We are on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's happening.
We're live.
We are live.
On Twitch.
Yes.
We got
yes,
a bunch of stuff going on today. It's Mother's Day. Woo! Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Happy Mother's Day to my
beautiful wife here.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day. She raised 2 great kids.
Good kids.
Good kids, so.
We do the struggles. Yeah, I definitely will pin the address here in just a moment for Twitch. Crazies on the mic, one word. And so y'all can all enjoy it. So we're really excited.
So we're live on Twitch right now.
So
what's up, everybody? Happy Mother's Day. This is number 2 podcast.
Mother's Day edition live. So
so we had a lot of stuff going on this week.
Yes.
Cinco de Mayo was this week.
Yeah, I didn't
Guess what we did for Cinco de Mayo? Nothing. We did zero. We did. You know what? I come to realize that most Mexicans out there don't do anything for Cinco de Mayo.
He's lying. All the Mexicans do something. We just don't.
Most Mexicans, they don't do anything for Cinco de Mayo. I feel like that's just other people, like other races to enjoy.
No, I want to enjoy it too. Mm-hmm. I absolutely want to enjoy Cinco de Mayo.
I feel like when you go out on Cinco de Mayo, it's just a bunch of drunk people drinking margaritas. All the Mexicans, they know better. They stay home. They're like, you know what? We ain't going to get into any Mexican restaurants because they're going to be so packed. So why even try?
Listen, if you're a true Mexican and you celebrate Cinco de Mayo, you usually do it in your house every day. Every day. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter if it's May 1st, May 2nd, August the 3rd. You are Cinco de Mayo in it up every day if you're a true Mexican. So
yeah, people, Mexicans do Cinco de Mayo every day because we, rice and beans and like almost every day.
Yeah.
And we drink almost every day. So some people do.
So we I can't even think, guys. So let me tell you this much. We went to this restaurant down the road. It was the first time going and I loved it, and I'm not gonna shoot out any names because they're not giving me anything for free, so yeah, no thank you. But if you want to know where I went, PM me and I'll tell you exactly where I went, because the margarita was off the chain. Okay, so I started off with that. And now I have started drinking my birthday wine that was given to me in the beginning. My birthday was April 11th. So a wonderful friend of mine gave me the wine. And then my best friend gave me the wine glass. So I don't want to promote this. So I'm going to turn away for a second because I'm a little thirsty. But I'm already buzzing.
It's all right.
Oh, man.
It's Mother's Day. You can enjoy your day.
It's Mother's Day and I'm having a great time.
You can enjoy yourself and drink a little bit.
I'm dying because I'm looking at the comments on Facebook Live and I got a Family Feud type situation going on where my best friend is asking his baby daddy's wife, can you ask him where my Mother's Day shout out is? Y'all are so funny. Look.
So as you can tell, my wife is a little lit up right now. So
even his beautiful wife gave my best friend a shout out for Happy Mother's Day, but he didn't. You know what? I can't, man. I can't.
Right, let's get back to the podcast.
So, anyways, we've had a lot going on, so I'm a little tipsy, and we can see how that goes this time around. So
what else happened this week?
So, we talked about our daughter, right? Mm-hmm. Possibly moving out. Well, guess what? We got a new background. You see it? Love it? We love it. Okay, we're going to continue to add to it and stuff. But we have upgraded to a bigger space. So I'm basically not sitting on Mike's lap while we record, which is nice and comfortable for Mike. And our daughter, she got approved on Wednesday for her apartment, and she moved on Thursday.
She moved out.
Like,
So
bam.
we are empty nesters now.
Yeah, that happened.
So now
We
that we're
still
empty
close the
nesters,
doors.
now that we're empty nesters, we're going crazy.
He still closes the door like there's other people in this house. It's just me, him, a dog, and a cat.
It's a habit. It's gonna get, you know, we gotta break yourself of habits. I don't want the cat looking at me when I'm coming out the shower.
So,
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that cat's thinking. She's a cochina, you know? She just stares at you.
she does. She
like-
be me mugging.
Like there's no soul in there,
she
you know?
is. She doesn't have a soul. She's back there.
She's crawling around back there somewhere.
Oh,
you know?
I don't even know where she's at.
She's back there.
Oh,
So she's crawling around back there, just cruising, just being annoying.
So we moved our daughter Thursday. Mind you, we work a full job, full-time job. So, while she's doing all this, we're trying to juggle our lives and fit her in the schedule to move. And I have my neighbors asking like, oh, you're moving. I'm like, oh, no, that's just all her. That's just her with all this. It took 3 trucks 2 times.
Yeah.
To 2 trips to get her moved out.
And she doesn't have a lot of stuff either, but it wasn't that bad.
No, she got a dining room table.
She
got
got
couches.
a young boyfriend with friends, and his brother came and helped.
Oh, his brother was amazing.
My wife's brother and my son. So they got the job done.
So with, nice little segue into that, my son shows up. Again, I'm working. Oh, it's freaking crazy, man. Okay. So my son shows up and I see that his car has been patched up at some point. Apparently something has happened.
He has a white car and now it has a black fender on it.
And I'm like, looking like, what's going on here? So he's like, hold on. So he parks and he tells me that he was in an accident about 4 weeks ago, and that the it was really bad. Like his CV axle, is that what it's called?
Yes, his CV, at least that's what he said. His CV axle came apart.
And his tire flew off. He was on the freeway and he got about 2 feet away from hitting the barrier wall. And I'm like, son, you didn't call me, blah, 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 being a mom, right?
Yeah, so he just, got into a car accident, didn't tell nobody, didn't tell any family.
Yeah.
Just, we had to find out about it. And this is like, what, weeks later?
Yes, it's weeks later. And so it's like, whatever. He's handling business. He's taking care of it. He's fixing his own car part. And so there was other family issues going on. And, so he, it got ugly. It just got ugly, guys. Mama Bear came out, I had to protect my son. So now come Friday, he's taking care of business for his car. He has to get his inspection and registration done. So we're like, okay, cool. That's getting taken care of. That's awesome. And then next thing we know, he got fired. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
So it's been pretty crazy.
It has. He's been really down about it. And it's like, what do you do? He doesn't live at home. He's not coming back home. Mama likes.
We just got rid of everybody.
Look at our new studio.
We need time. We need time to be alone with each other, do what we want to do, which is this right here.
Yes.
And other stuff. Getting this going. We've been talking about doing this for a long time.
Oh, so long,
finally
guys.
got it going. We're finally getting some momentum. I don't want to feel like cold or anything, but you know what? They're adults, man. They gotta figure stuff out. I did when I was young.
Oh man,
I was out of the house by 18 years old. I was living on my own, had a job. I've been fired from jobs only once. Only got fired once and never again. But I've quit many of jobs and moved on to other jobs, and
I
just part
change
of
jobs
life.
like I change underwear, so
Well, I
it's
used to
quite
do
frequently.
that. So I was in the same boat. I used to do that when I was young. I always had that 2-year rule. Once I hit 2 years, I was ready to move on to another job. But lately, I've realized that you should stick to your one job there and kind of
Don't
build
judge
up
me. You're sitting here judging
some
me. I
equity
feel
at your jobs.
judged. Guys, I feel judged. You hear
Build up
this,
a
ladies
little
and gentlemen?
equity.
I'm being judged by my own husband on Mother's Day of all. Listen, it's hard being me. You know how many times I wanted to change this Mother Day job? I just wanted to quit. Be like, I'm out. I'm out. How many mothers can I
Unfortunately,
get a
that's
shout
the
out?
job that you can't quit.
How many moms have decided that they wanted to just just quit their job? Like, I don't call me. I used to tell my kids, don't call me mom. I'm changing my name and I'm not telling you what it is.
Right.
It is not mom anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Go to the court and say, how can I change my name to what you want to change, Sarah? I said, no, I want to change mom to something else. These damn kids keep calling my name. Wear it out. So yeah, that stuff happened. He got fired and stuff like that. So it's rough, but we're handling it. We're gonna handle it. He's gonna handle it.
I'm so sorry. Dying. I am so sorry, guys. Let me try that again. So I'm trying to put the website on Facebook where people need to go, and I put the wrong thing. So anyways, yeah, that's funny.
So yeah, we're dealing with that and stuff like that. But we're doing good. We got this room set up now. This is gonna be our permanent spot for a while until we can get another place to live.
Oh my gosh. So, what else do we got going on? Guys, look, you know what? I normally like to just start off with, like, let's be real. I'm super excited to be here. This is amazing. This is everything I wanted. But let me also tell y'all, again, y'all heard me say it last time. I'm going to say it again. I hate people. Yesterday we were out again. We need to stop.
Yeah, we did it again. We went out into the world and
Idiots.
experience and realize that it's really hard. It's really hard. People out there, and people out there, trying to do stuff, and just so annoying. Some annoying people out there.
Listen, Mike is really mellow, guys. I cannot explain to you how Mike, it's the quiet ones you got to be careful, right? I'm wild, I'm crazy, I'm loud. Like, let's get this started. I'm ready. I wake up enraged. I wake up ready to fight. Like, let's do this. But Mike, we went to the store and we were like, I don't know, this is a good idea if we come here. Like, we could already tell by the park, like the streets, the parking lot. I don't think this is a good idea. I said, I'm going to get in a fight.
I mean, as soon as we left the house, it was like, oh man, I wanted to go back home.
I'm like, I'm going to get in a fight. You're going to get in a fight. Then we're going to start fighting each other.
Yeah.
This is really, really bad. We get to the store and it's like a one-way parking lane. So I decided to get out. And as I'm getting out, Mike's yelling. And I thought he's yelling at me. And I turn around. Mike's hanging out his window. This is very not like Mike whatsoever. He's yelling at somebody. And I'm like, oh, God. Like, don't let him get out of the truck, because if he gets out, it is on.
Well, I got some guy behind me, right? Okay, first of all, it's not me. It's the person that I'm waiting to park to get out of the parking spot so I can get in. They're taking their sweet ass time, sipping on their little soda that they got from the store. They're not loading their groceries. They're taking forever. They look up at me and they see me with my signal light on waiting. And then they're just taking the time. And then I look back and I got like 3 cars. I got like 3 cars behind me waiting. But then the guy behind me is like, he keeps moving over to the left of me. Like, I'm thinking that he wants to he's trying to go around me when there's no room. And then I see him flashing his lights. He keeps flashing his high beams at me. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I said,
by this time, I'm getting out of the car.
I told her to get out of the car because she thought maybe there was a parking space up close. So she got up and walked forward to see. And then I turn around and I see this guy just flashing his lights. And then I hear his horn. He honks at me. Man, I roll down my window I stuck my head out the window and I waved my hand and I said, "What the fuck are you honking at? Why are you... I can't go nowhere. I'm waiting. What do you want?"
Guys, I'm telling you, Mike doesn't say shit. I hear it, none of y'all hear it. But the moment y'all hear it, then y'all need to run. Okay, because the bear has been opened, the grizzly bear is about to come, and y'all gonna die.
Then I hear him say, "I'm not honking at you."
So,
and I'm like, okay, somebody honked at me, but you're flashing your lights at me. Okay. Well, the funny thing is that he wasn't doing it at me.
So
he was trying to get the attention.
Wait, hold on. So I'm walking and, I have my mask on because, it's COVID. It's a pandemic. That's what you're supposed to do, right? So I have my mask on and I'm like, I see this guy come up and let me see if I can do this for you. Because I tried to do this last night. It didn't work out very well. So I see this guy come up and I'm like, and he rolls down his windows and I'm like, oh, we about to do this. Because, yeah, it absolutely can happen with me. So
Sarah was expressing everything through her eyes. The daggers were coming out, flying straight for this guy's face.
So he rolls down the window and he was like, hey, I wasn't trying to honk at your husband. I was trying to honk at my wife. Can you let him know? And I'm like, yeah, I can let him know. So he comes walking and I'm like, hey, he wasn't honking at you. And he's already just like, I don't care kind of mode.
Well, what do you expect? You're behind somebody and you're flashing your lights and then you're flashing. And it's not like just once. He's just popping his lights, pop, 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 pop at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's for me because you're waiting and then you keep scooching over to the left. Like if you're going to try to squeeze past me, what do you expect me to think?
And he ended up having to go all the way to the front of the store just to pick her up because she didn't catch it that it was him.
But that wasn't like the beginning. That was close to the end. So I was already pissed at the other stores that we went to before that and the dumb people that we ran into before that. So it was already
I was already
level here.
Listen, I think we've come to the followers from last time. I think you all know this. We went to Burlington, and again, we came across idiots, and the line from "I'll get out hell," So
I think it's the Burlington that we went.
No, we went to a different Burlington.
Okay, I think we need to go to the Burlington by us and stop going to that.
Well, we would. I don't think it's gonna help. I promise you, it's not gonna help.
Maybe people for a little bit because stupid. I think our Burlington's a little bit newer.
People are stupid. I do.
I think our Burlington's a little bit newer, so maybe there's not as many people out there.
No, they're gonna find it. They're
maybe
idiots.
That's just me wishful thinking.
No, there's just idiots out there. So, yeah, it's been a day.
Mean, we're basically just saying, you know what? We need to start ordering our groceries. We need to start ordering.
My best friend does all this.
Our clothes. We need to start ordering everything and just having it shipped to our house and just become
hobbits
or hermits.
Both.
Not leave the house. We just go to the backyard to get our sun, and then we come back inside.
Yeah, just a little vitamin D, and then we back inside.
But our daughter's gone. She's in her new apartment. She's doing good. She hasn't really been able to do much because she's been working a lot. But,
yeah.
And there's another sore subject going on there. Apparently my mom has been taking over, and she's been over there a lot at my daughter's apartment, and my wife's a little sore about it because my wife was trying to back off a little bit and kind of give my daughter time. It's because
he's telling me to. He's like,
no.
Yes.
No. You're the one that told me that.
No.
That you wanted to back off a little bit and give her some time so that she can get herself situated. The only part that we were talking about was I told her that yes, my daughter, let her experience some of the stuff as far as setting up her house, and unpacking and all that stuff, that's fine. But I can't speak for my mom, you know what I'm saying?
No, and it's not an argument, and not what's
Yeah,
not.
it's not an
I
argument,
am
but it's just
glad
like,
that my mother-in-law and then I think at some point my sister-in-law got involved and her husband, and I'm so blessed with all of these people, guys.
but see,
Really,
my mom,
I think my schedule being as hectic as it had been, and then the issues going on with my son, like that, really just I just didn't feel like I could give my all to my daughter, and I'm a little jealous. That's my fault. That is nobody else's, and I'm glad that they're there. That really is.
but I think Sarah, my wife, her mother,
We're gonna find her.
should she should have said, jumped in there, you know what I'm saying? Say, well, nobody else is giving her time. Why do I need to give her time? You know, I even told her yesterday to go over there. You know, I could set all this shit up by myself. You know, if you want to go over there, just come back. Because another thing we did again, we did something on the day that we're supposed to record that kept us from recording. We're supposed to be recording on Saturday so that I can have time to do all what I have to do on Sunday to get this podcast up, edit and all that stuff, and try to have it up by Monday.
Yes.
And of course, we did it again. We went out kind of a little bit late. We went shopping again, ran into dumbasses out there in the world. And then we came home and we did a big old project. And by the time I had everything to where we could record, we were so tired. I was wore out. So it was like, I guess we're going to have to record on Sunday again. So that here we are, which is cool, you know, because it's actually a Mother's Day edition now. So it kind of worked out. Right?
Yes. Yes. And we're going to do better. Like, this probably won't happen too often. Guys, y'all have no idea. Like, I'm freaking out because we had two cats. One was my daughter's, and I think we talked about them, right? Did we talk about 'em last time? Biggie and Tupac.
Biggie and Tupac, yeah.
So we still have Biggie. And Biggie, I don't know why. I guess maybe she wants to get in the biz. You know, she wants to know what this podcast life is
Get
about.
up in the podcast.
She is not an affectionate cat at all. Well, she's kind of like me. She's my soul cat. She hates people. She really does. She hates us. She's
Give
only
her a little screen time.
no. She's sitting on my lap. On my little. Listen, next time
People want to see Biggie. People want to see Biggie. Biggie.
The next time she moves, I will pick her up so y'all can see who Biggie is. But she right now is balancing, laying on my lap.
Purring.
Yes. She doesn't purr. I even told her this morning. I was like, "Hey, when you
She
gonna start
doesn't purr
purring?"
for you.
No, okay.
She
So,
purrs
look,
for
she
me.
moved. Can y'all see Biggie? Can y'all see Biggie? This is Biggie Biggerson. Biggie the rap star.
Get it, Biggie, 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 Biggie.
Biggie Smalls.
Get it, Biggie, Biggie, Biggie.
Biggie Smalls. So yeah,
That's Biggie.
yeah, she doesn't do this. She's not a normal cat. She's a real bitch. She really is. She does not
The
like
only time that she gets like this is when we're at night before we go to bed and she's in the room and she's hanging out with us on the bed. That's when she gets a little bit cuddly. But if we're not in the room going to bed or outside, man, she's like a totally different person.
I'm sorry, she's banging her tail on the mic. I'm gonna try to stop that. She's
mean. You can't hold her, you can't touch her. She cries at you when you touch her, and she's a totally different person. But behind the closed doors, she's sweet.
Yes. Like a lot of people don't get to know the side of her. So yeah, this is this is what I'm being entertained with. This and the comments on Facebook, I can't get enough of. So yeah, so we've been another adventurous week in the lives of the Crazies on the mic.
Yeah.
Mike's been volunteering at work. It's been awesome for him.
Volunteering my time to where
we're gonna be living
10-hour day and I don't get paid for shit. So.
Yeah, we're gonna be living under a bridge doing our podcast, but that's all right. We're gonna take y'all with us. We'll find some Wi-Fi. We'll get by a McDonald's and get some Wi-Fi.
Go get some of that, like park outside close to Walmart and
Starbucks. We'll find a Starbucks too. You know,
Starbucks got Wi-Fi.
Yeah. We'll hit that stuff up. So
we just need y'all support to help us. We'll get the podcasts and the streams and the videos out there for you.
So we tried out that new restaurant tonight, this afternoon, and it was great. And I'm telling all my girlfriends about it. Like I said, PM me if you want to know. If you're in the area, I'll let you know exactly where it's at. Don't.
It was okay.
It was good.
It was. Okay.
He didn't have what I had.
No.
Okay. He had water.
It was.
Okay?
It's not okay. So it's supposed to be like a Tex-Mex restaurant.
I don't know.
A
Did it really say that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like a fancy Tex-Mex, like bougie restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
The atmosphere
It's really
was
nice inside. It was really nice inside. It was clean. It was, the decorations and stuff was cool. It wasn't like going to like a Gringos or a
Papacitos. Papacitos didn't even have that kind of vibe.
Papacito. This was nicer than Papacitos.
And I'm telling you guys, the margarita was off the chain.
So it was almost like a bougie Tex-Mex. But the thing is that the thought, it's supposed to be. So we got like a brunch thing. So it was almost like a breakfast, and so the breakfast tacos that I got, and Sarah got what they call migas, which is like corn tortillas mixed with eggs, and it's supposed to be chorizo, right?
Yes.
You think when you grow up with chorizo, you think
Tex-Mex.
Mexican. You think Mexican chorizo, right?
Right.
But this chorizo was sausage.
Yes.
And
it wasn't just any sausage.
It was a breakfast sausage.
I felt like it was more of an Italian sausage.
You know what? Yes, it was Italian sausage, because when I was eating my taco, it almost tastes like I was fucking eating a pizza.
It's still good though.
It was like eating a fucking breakfast pizza on a tortilla, man. The sausage was, like I said, it was I understand that chorizo means sausage, right? So you could say chorizo for anything, any sausage out there. But when you think Mexican and you think chorizo, you think the breakfast chorizo, the red chorizo, with you mix with your eggs and stuff. So that's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting. It almost tastes like I was eating a pizza in a taco.
But the margarita was so good, guys.
The beans were good. The margarita was good.
Yeah,
I tasted.
Yeah, I let them have a taste.
So it was. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't what I expected. Not to say that the food was good, but I was expecting something different. So I can't say it wasn't bad. It was okay.
I liked it. I liked what we had.
I think Sarah likes it because, just like what she said,
the margarita.
I think I found a new drinking spot.
Yes, because I can never think of
go with the girls.
Listen, guys, there are so many places in Houston to go drink. It's amazing. Houston is a fabulous town. Like, we talked about this. I have a new coworker. I work from home, so I associate with a lot of people like all over the country. And my coworker, shout out to Sarah, she lives in Tennessee. And
this is a tip for. I can't say that you can't say this, because I know, at least I think what you're talking about fixing to say is that I don't do what this tip is for.
Look over your shoulder.
Oh shit. Biggie, you can't be up there, dude.
So my friend, I was FaceTiming her yesterday. I was FaceTiming her yesterday. I was going to my girlfriend's house, and she was like, "Oh my God, are you where you're supposed to go yet?" And it had probably been about 20 minutes. That is typical.
Me, I'm gonna open up another beer.
That is typical of a Houston travel time, at the minimum of 20 minutes. If you get
and that's what we were talking about, is that it's funny that people know that if you're from Texas, you know that you don't measure distance
by miles.
By miles, you measure distance by time. So,
exactly.
If you go, like, people ask me, "Oh, how's work? It's close to your house." Yeah. It's like a 20-minute drive. It's not like it's like a 19 miles from my house. No, you say it's a 20-minute drive or a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
And that's
depending on traffic, that's how that conversation would go, depending on traffic, You know, so yeah, I was explaining to her about that. So we were talking, he and I have been talking about that it was like, that is true story. Like how we measure we measure our distance by time,
by time.
by
Yeah.
time. So we,
But what I thought she was going to talk about was so we were on the wrong page. Our what do they call it? ESPN was off. ESPN. No, but I thought she was going to say is what her friend said was that she cannot find any good barbecue
oh, that's true.
in
She
Tennessee.
said Chattanooga. She said
Chattanooga,
Tennessee.
Tennessee. So she was saying that if somebody from Texas went up there,
Why are we telling all of our secrets?
the
Okay, go
reason why
ahead.
I said it is
Okay.
because I don't do this. I don't barbecue.
But we could. We have a daughter that's going to school for culinary. Like we can just
That's
like
true.
set her up.
I'm
with
not
it.
saying shit now.
No, do it. Go ahead.
No,
Tell him.
that's it.
Tell him, like, because
Oh.
we're all about
She was saying that if somebody
somebody
from Texas were to go up to Chattanooga, Tennessee and open up a Texas barbecue, I'm talking about
we're not
Texas.
talking about
We're not
Rudy's.
talking about Louisiana. If you're from Louisiana, don't do it. If you're from any other state but Texas, don't listen to me right
We're
now.
open
We're talking about
crawfish. You can
Texas,
go.
Texas barbecue.
Texas
that they would
barbecue,
make
baby.
a killing up there because they do not have
And I go,
good barbecue spots up there.
so I asked her, I said, what do you mean you don't have barbecue? Like, hold on. I try to know a little about life. But she goes, no, we have barbecue, but we don't have Texas barbecue. You don't understand. I think she said within the last year or two, they recently got brisket. And she said it is not Texas brisket that she has tried.
Any of my boys out there that watch me on Facebook Live right now, I know I got a lot of buddies that barbecue. So if you want to kill it in the business as far as barbecuing, go to Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
I got family,
and
I got friends. If
hook it up.
Yes, I'm the same way.
Open
like
up. Just all you got to do is just put Texas on the sign and
but don't be
just say
fake.
Texas barbecue.
Do it right.
And
Freaking go
start
with
rolling
it.
it.
Listen, just go with a truck.
know.
You know Mexicans, just go with a truck and then you just do a little
just trailer your barbecue pit in the back of the
Amen.
truck. Go to Chattanooga, Tennessee, park on the side of the road and sell some brisket, Texas brisket.
Oh yeah. And then the debate will be on the barbecue sauce. So you work on that later. But so yeah, so she and I were talking about that. I was totally baffled. I was laughing at the fact that she was like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "I'm almost at my friend's house. Like, I'll be there in about 3 minutes." Again, got a mile to go.
I don't got 2 miles to go. No, I'll be there in 3 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
It's time. That's how you measure distance.
Yeah, so we just it's funny. It mind blows me how people think differently, how they grew up. They grew up different than us. Not everybody's the same.
That's how it was when we lived in Pennsylvania. We lived in Pennsylvania for a while, right? And
go back to when you go back when you were there and I was still here in Houston. When you told me, what is one thing you said that we know for football games to have as a snack? Like when we go to a high school football game, what do we get?
But that's not what we're talking about.
I know, but I'm just saying the differences. That's when I first started seeing the differences in the East Coast and us.
We have Frito pie.
Frito pie.
Frito pie.
That's a Frito.
They didn't know what the fuck that was.
That's a bag of Frito chips, and you put some chili in it, usually with no beans. You put some cheese. Some people like onions. Yeah, I'm not into that. I could probably do it now, but when I was younger, no. And some jalapenos, or that's jalapenos. And they would give you a spoon and you're eating it out of the bag.
Yeah.
That's the original way. You would eat it out of the bag. But that over there, he said that they didn't know about that. They didn't know about Frito pies. I was like, what?
But what I was saying is that where we lived up in Pennsylvania was called Wilkes-Barre. Okay, so Wilkes-Barre, and you may know Scranton from, if you watch that show, The Office. Okay, that's where it was supposed to be filmed from, but it wasn't. But that's where it's supposed to be based out of. So you got Scranton and you got Wilkes-Barre, really close together, almost like Dallas and Fort Worth, right?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I would talk to people from work, and I would say, hey man, you ever go to Scranton and stuff like that? What's going on over there? They're like, oh hell no, I won't go over there, man. That's too far.
And we're
I'm
like,
like, what?
wow.
I said, how far is it? And they're like, oh man, it's probably like a 30-minute drive or something like that. And I'm like, what? I said, you call that far? I said, fuck man, in Houston, I could drive for 3 hours and still be in the same city.
Exactly.
Depending on the time of day.
Exactly.
I could drive over an hour and get one from one side of Houston to the other. I said, that is fucking close. What is wrong with y'all?
And it was crazy. Like when we moved up there, and when I say we, because he was already there, when we moved up there, we did that. We went to Scranton, which was
nice because they had like a movie theater, like a little outside mall type place with a movie theater.
That wasn't in Scranton yet. That was before Scranton.
Well, it's close to Scranton.
Yeah, that was called Montage Mountain or something like that.
But they had a movie theater in like an outdoor mall area. But
yes,
if right behind it was a ski resort, so you just saw the mountain with the snow and the ski trails coming down. It was freaking. It was pretty awesome.
It was amazing, because in Houston, we're flat. Mm-hmm. Just
so it's nice, and then you come out of Walmart.
So it was, So you
come out of Walmart in the winter, and the first thing you do when you come out the doors is you see this huge mountain with freaking snow.
Guys, the first time I went to Walmart, we walked out and there was this family holding this newborn baby, and it was cold. It was like 50 degrees at least. Okay.
I think it was colder than that. I think it was like 40 or 30.
Okay. So it's cold. They're holding this baby. Now, this may not be normal, so I'm not giving it to all of them up there. But I saw this and I wanted to go grab that baby and wrap him, like just take off my shirt, because they just had him in a onesie. And I'm not talking about the leg onesies, just a onesie. And I'm like, oh my God. I grew up where I would have people telling me all the time, cover the baby from the wind,
it's just character building, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. Mama wanted to go over there.
Character,
I was about to strip down to nothing to give that poor baby some clothes.
Ready. They're getting that baby ready for some hard winters.
That could just be that one family.
But we did live in a pretty meth infested area. There was a lot of meth heads up there.
Yes, there was.
There could have been some meth heads, with the little baby. Oh,
God bless America.
Little meth baby.
No. Yeah, it was.
Meth baby, that baby's probably hot all the time sweating.
Poor baby. Don't say that. Why are you being so negative? Mm-hmm. So anyways, and I loved walking. I twisted my ankle just walking. I was just doing some daily walking, which a girl need to do that now. She be putting on the LBs, and but I would put my daughter on the bus. My son was already at school. I would put my daughter on the bus and I would go walking. And man, we don't have hills here. We don't have these steep streets like they do.
You have to walk
Austin is close to that. Some places in San Antonio are close to that.
But then you have to walk up the hills with the ice,
Oh, so
frozen roads and frozen sidewalks, so you're having to walk up the hill. We discovered pierogies, and
that's the stuff, guys, right there.
Yeah,
that is the stuff.
If you're from up north, pierogies are pretty nice.
Yeah, that was a nice thing to discover, pierogies, and we're still waiting, and hopefully soon, Yuengling will make its way to Texas.
Yuengling is a really nice beer. If you know, you know.
You know.
Some of my guys on Facebook, they know, because they go, and it just won't come down to Texas. It won't make its way down to Texas.
Come on down. We want you. We want you here. This is where you need to be. We invite you. It's in states
that are pretty close to Texas, but it just won't make it into Texas.
So my coworker, I told her too. I said, listen, if you have Yuengling, I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and package something up and send it to me, because I need, we need some Yuengling.
Yeah.
We got somebody to bring us some one time.
Yeah.
And we definitely enjoyed it. It was just because that was a different lifetime that we experienced together. He didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody. It took me a while to know anybody. He got a chance to meet his coworkers and stuff, but I just knew my neighbors.
Yeah. And that's one of the biggest reason why we didn't stay up there. It's not like we didn't love it up there. We loved it. It was beautiful scenery
My
and
neighbor,
stuff like that.
She was amazing.
The only thing that it got boring and it got lonely, because even though I did have coworkers that I worked with, none of those coworkers had kids.
None of them had kids, and
our two kids didn't. I mean, they just sat in the house and they played with each other, and it was
that
kind
has
of
been
sad,
their entire. That's pretty much been their entire life. I've had my daughter's boyfriend. He likes to tell my daughter, or maybe he stopped, and I hope he has. But he's like, she's privileged. You do not know what we have gone through. And the loneliness that we have, the reason we're so close is because.
And he tries to say we're privileged because we have the stuff that we have, which is
now
we have a lot of stuff, but it's because we worked for it.
He worked for it. Mike sat there and put all his, he gave it his all. So yeah, it's been, that's like another subject for another time, guys. That's a sore subject for me, but. I think we need to, I definitely have never put out of my head to making another trip up northeast to, even if we don't see anybody, but just to go. I really would love to see my neighbor again, Lauren.
She's not in Pennsylvania.
No, I think she's in Virginia, West Virginia, something like that. I have to figure out where she's at. But it's amazing, guys. It's nice to see the country. It really is nice to see the country. I know a lot of people moving to Texas. You know what? Because Texas is great. We're amazing. Like, what do you do? Like, what are you supposed to say?
Pretty awesome.
We are,
We're pretty polite. Yeah. We're polite.
We're polite as fuck,
nice,
motherfuckers. No,
but you fuck with us, you know what I'm saying?
Don't do it. Don't do it. But I do like looking at the country. And I feel like sometimes they're just, now that we're empty nesters, maybe we need to start looking at taking this podcast that we're just now starting on the road.
Take it on the road. I mean, I got this mobile device here that I can record.
That may be something we really need to revisit.
We need to go.
Yeah, so,
if y'all need much to.
If y'all want to see us on the road, give us,
Trust me. I mean, the stuff that we have that we're doing the podcast on right now is pretty overkill. Compared to what you can, you can go really minimal with the podcast,
I do have minimal stuff. Don't make me pull out my little microphones that I got. My little
microphones are like this big.
What do they call them? Your lapel microphones? I got those.
Yeah, the ones that clip on your collar.
I got those.
Yeah.
We'll be working with that. I don't care.
But it's been crazy this week.
Yes.
We made it through.
Thank God.
It's Sunday.
It's Mother's Day.
We're chilling.
Yes.
We're just going to vibe the rest of the day.
If I haven't said it to you now, I'm going to say it right now. Happy Mother's Day to all
happy
of the
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that we know.
Single fathers out there, you deserve this too. Thank you for being there for your children.
All the single fathers, they get 2 days. They get Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Awesome. Well, you know what? All the single mothers, we get 2 days too. We get Mother's Day and Father's Day too. Yeah. Oh, the single ladies. Yeah, Beyonce called me. She says she wants me to be a backup singer. Oh, yeah. No, she didn't. That's a lie.
Well, like I said, we made it through the week.
Yes.
We're getting ready to. I think our daughter's here. I just heard her.
I know. I heard her too.
We're getting ready for the new week. Hopefully, everything gets better for the new week. And
guys, I thought we got rid of her, and she's still here.
I know she's still here messing with us.
I cannot. So
I think that's our cue to end the podcast here. Go see what this girl wants. One day we're gonna have her on the podcast.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the experience what we've experienced for the last 20 years.
Cannot with this kid.
Alrighty.
All right. Love y'all. See y'all next time.
Have a good week.
Crazy on the mic. Out.